I'm not sure I've mentioned before. Maybe I have. I know I've said that I like it. But I'm not sure if I've mentioned just how hauntingly, like, fitting the title rendition of the Fire Emblem theme is. Like, there's so little happening on this screen here, and yet it's getting, like, so many feelings from me to just sit here looking at an empty chair because of the music. It's really good, and I just got a little bit of welled upness from it, just from a chair. Hello, everybody, how's it going? It's day 4 of a 4-day weekend, and I want to try and make good on my promise to myself that I would get to whatever part 2 is of this game before the long weekend is over. I did not think it would take an 8-hour stream every day to do it, but here we are. Let's see if we can push forward. We're off to war. Hello, Lazy Maharsh. I'm not bad. My eyes hurt a lot. I'm so behind on Japanese practice because Fire Emblem has taken over my life for like a week and a half. After today and after tomorrow, I promise myself that I'm going back to a regular schedule. This has just gotten so good.
Part 1. White Clouds. Lone Moon. To War.
To war. Let's go.
Together, the people of Fodlan relish the beauty of the brilliant moon overhead as another year ends. They recall sad partings and new acquaintances alike, but each person must still walk their chosen path alone. With each day, the presence of spring grows stronger, and yet a lone moon still haunts the sky, a silent reminder, perhaps, of some inescapable truth.
The music sounds so cheery there. Now, let's get back to the reality of things, which is that Edelgard's a bad guy and has declared war on the entire continent. I did think it was weird how the history books said the Empire had everything, and then they just started taking stuff away from the Empire. It's like, wait, they can't be happy about that, right? And that and then what she said in that little speech there, which is that the Empire had everything, and then the Church split them to make a kingdom, and then they split the kingdom to make an alliance. I'm like, what? How much has the Church been doing here? Also, it is halfway through this month already. Whew. Yeah, you did miss some things, Magical Gamer. What an odd place to start a month.
Unforgivable. I cannot fathom that the Adrestian Empire would embark on such a violent course of action.
The fault is my own. I failed to see the wickedness within Edelgard's heart.
Is she really wicked? I don't know. She said she was saying some things that kind of made sense, and honestly, the Flame Emperor's on the bad guy's side, but I do believe her, and she said she had nothing to do with this thing or that thing, and she did hate Solon and didn't want to work. She's doing some bad things. I don't know if she's a bad person.
There is no question on that front.
What's the objective?
She clearly wishes to conquer all of Fodlan. And in order to achieve her own selfish ambitions, she plotted with ill-meaning strangers and defiled the Holy Tomb. Or perhaps her ambitions are even grander than we know. Perhaps she is planning to make herself a false deity by demonizing the Church of Seros.
Adrestia received its very name through a divine oracle. To injure the goddess is a sin most foul that shall not be forgiven, nor forgotten.
I kind of like Angry Rhea here. Not this. I would be scared of somebody talking this quietly in a like I should not piss that person off. Dimitri going nuts is like I want to get out of the room. Yeah, magical gamer. Dimitri crushed a person's skull with his hand in a cutscene. He went scary.
We must stop the Empire, and quickly.
He went very scary.
I have returned, Rhea.
Welcome back, Shamir. Were you able to discern the Empire's movements?
Their main troops are marching towards Garreg Mach. It is said that they will join forces with Edelgard's army and arrive within 2 weeks.
2 weeks? That is not enough time. It will require all of our efforts just to prepare our defenses before then. We must send notice to all surrounding villages at once. We must order the residents of Garreg Mach to flee for their lives.
It will be done.
You should probably get an evacuation going here. Chibi White Mage, I missed a lot it seems. I've been going for 8 to 10 hours a day, so yeah, I don't blame anybody for having missed a lot. Don't worry, the VODs are going up at an accelerated rate so people can catch up.
Professor, listen closely. If our enemy invades the monastery, I will have no choice but to stand upon the battlefield. If something happens to me, I am entrusting my sacred duties to you.
Alright, so just like dear old daddy, Rhea's gonna go down now. Why me, though?
You must have guessed it by now. The truth of who you are. Or perhaps I should say, your lost memories are surely beginning to return. I have acted all these long years as a mere proxy for you. But the duty is yours, and yours alone. Only you can lead the people of Fodlan.
I know I'm special because I had Sothis with me, but I don't know everything else. There's been a lot of questions floating around it.
Rhea, please. You must tell me all that you know. I beg of you.
Yes, Sedith, do that. be my stand-in right now. I need an explanation.
That one is the progenitor god. Am I correct?
In a sense. Our dear professor is a vessel, one who carries the power of the progenitor god within. In time, the vessel will become one with the power contained within, and the progenitor god shall return to this world.
So I was joking about it before, but not really, because I had a god. Now I am a god.
I see. I trust that you are aware of the questionable nature of this experiment. But I suppose there is no turning back.
I ask that you help our friend. And in doing so, help her. I am waiting and hoping for the moment when our creator rules this wayward land once more.
I understand. As ever, I will take you at your word.
Lady Rhea, brother, I will do my part as well.
Yeah, what is up with your blood? Because that's a thing that has not been explained yet.
Flame, were you eavesdropping? Regardless, I am glad to hear it. You owe your life to the professor after all. And in the end, they may prove to be our brethren.
You have my gratitude, Sedith. And you as well, Flame. As followers of the progenitor god, it is up to us to see our mission through.
Okay. Okay, so I have 2 weeks. 2 weeks of regular schooling left. The music has changed. Now we have war music. I got farther and just have more questions than answers now. Give me a half second here because I want to see if I can find that one video because I had the sound down and I was joking and I missed that moment when the skull got crushed. So I want to see if I can find that. And hopefully dodge, you know, other spoilers. Nope, not that one. probably not gonna find it. It's a very specific thing. Maybe I can. Yep, yeah, I think I can get it in here. Give me a sec to try to dial in here. Yeah, okay, so... make sure that I get up a proper capture on here. Get this nice and cropped. Sorry, I just want to get this in a good spot. So this is roughly what happened last night. To remind people, when the Flame Emperor's mask came off.
Is this some kind of twisted joke?
He goes kind of mad. Kind of really mad.
I've been looking for you. I will take that head from your shoulders and hang it from the gates of Endor! Stop right there!
And that guy's just dead now. It was a neck crack, maybe not a skull crush, but it's still, like, a little much, Dimitri. It's what that was. It's a little much. The scenes are very good. Yes, I do love them. This strikes me as weird. They simply referred to Sothis as the goddess, and now they've completely swapped terminology to progenitor god. It might mean something more? I don't know. Might be just a term to, like, give it more weight. My question is how the Flame Emperor had the Crest of Flames. That's another... yeah, why? Why? Somebody pointed that out. I'm like, wait. And it's Edelgard? What? Schedule for today has the Fire Festival, and that's about it. Down here has monster sightings, so if I'm gonna do anything, that would be the time to go out and do some... oh, I guess I don't still need the battles right now. That might be a good time for a seminar, or just, like, more exploration. And the Imperial Invasion happens in 2 weeks. Any certs that I can take? Okay, Kublis is getting closer. I have the option of taking the Swordsmaster class test, but I only have a 30% chance of passing it. Much better on an assassin right now. Dimitri's good. Didui's good. Felix still doesn't have a Dark Seal. You two are fine. Annette's working that Warlock. Yep, everybody's still doing just fine. Ooh, what? Did I just happen to recruit Seth right there? He just sort of showed up in my party. Hi, Seth. How you doing? It's a good mix between the nice choppy frame rate of Echoes and avoiding the Berserk 2016 vibes those scenes sometimes had. I don't know what you mean by that, completely BS. I loved all of the Echoes cutscenes. Like, all of them. They were... perfect is unattainable, but for what that game needed to be, they were perfect to me. Sad it's an automatic recruit. Yeah, it's too bad I've already got 2 other Wyvern Lords already, or else I might consider using him. Whew, okay. Let's talk to all the students. And prepare for war. Is there even gonna be lost items to give back this time? I must know. I must still look around and do the exploratoriations.
I have had the arrival of a letter from Edelgard. She is asking that I join her side.
Oh, because she's got her house.
She is making the decision. No, she is deciding if Bridget is a friend or an enemy of the Empire. But my choice is not to be friends. My choice is to fight with you. Bridget is not a friend of the Empire.
Yeah.
We will not be following again. We will be ready to fight with you instead.
That's my girl Petra. Yes, Kublis' hair did change. That happened when I sucked a goddess into my soul. Don't worry about it. That's the thing that happened.
This.
That was a month or 2 ago of in-game time. Fun? I don't think it was very fun, no. It took a life-threatening situation to get put into, and now Sothis isn't around to talk to anymore. Damn it, Jenna, I'm stuck on the doors. Let me out. I was wondering about that kid arc. Her dialogue changes if you've recruited her or not, because maybe the rest of them do join her. However, Petra is on my side now because I went and scolded her.
Hey there.
No more Sothis. No more Sothis. Sothis is in me. Sothis is where my green eyes came from. Hi, Ingrid.
I've known His Highness since I was a child, but I've never seen that side of him before. He seemed like a completely different person than the one I know.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that. Any of these yours?
No,
Really? The Tales of Chivalry's not yours?
No.
I would have sworn.
no.
Sure, do some gardening. Harvest. Xanadu fruit, peach currant. Yeah, I want to plant this this expensive seed that I found, which is going to mean that I have to do some more exploration next week so I can come back and pick it. But I want to know what this boa fruit seeds turns into. Plant the purple flower seeds. Yes, good. Cultivate. Let's use some Caledonian soil on that. I have an expensive seed in there. I have to make sure that it grows. Hey, Bernie. How you doing? Knowing that your whole country and maybe your mom and dad are about to come try and fight everybody. You holding up okay?
What does war with Edelgard mean for us, Professor? And why does she even want that?
She seems to think force is the only way.
I wonder why she'd think that. That's how it always goes, I guess. You never realize something can't be undone until you've done it.
She is also an empire, and I don't know about you, but when I've looked at empires in history, they tend to be pretty about the conquering.
I've been looking for this. Thank you so much.
Okay, what else is kicking around here? I need to gift some things to Ingrid to get her motivation back.
You see.
Gifts. What do I have in here for you? Fishing, sweet tooth, hunting, horseback riding.
Is this for
Yeah.
me? Thank you.
Really likes that. Tea aficionados, fashionable women, studying government, men, everyone, nature and art, devout believers, weapon collectors, bitter flavors. Take a daffodil.
Thank you very.
And take a lily.
Thank you very much.
Good, so you're maxed out. Ah, damn it, I could have done that with foods instead. Totally forgot to. What's on the calendar? The choir festival. Effects are enhanced by the uplifting nature of the event. Okay, so somebody will get some faith experience. Basic smithing material. This reveal of Edelgard more than anything else made me interested in playing Black Eagles once I finish my Blue Lions run. Me too, but at the same time, I really want to know what's up with them deers. Like, the golden deers, like, this seems like a big thing between Dimitri and Edelgard. But Claude has to have some way of hooking in on that stuff. Unless he just plays the angle of, like, an observer among two other empires that are just, well, these guys are going to war now and we need to stay alive. Ugh. Which is a valid angle to hold, but I don't know what it is they do, and I want to know. Hey, guard boy.
Greetings, Professor. Something to report. Unexpected, isn't it?
Oh my god, you're doing your job? Somebody. Throw this man a birthday cake.
Apparently, this is the first time Garreg Mach has been invaded in its whole 995-year history. It's my job to protect this gate, so even if enemies come in droves, I will never let them through. I hope we both survive. Let's battle with all our might and pray we win this thing.
Gatekeeper fandom. Fan art of the Gatekeeper, please. Just holding the line. Don't be mean to Alm. Is this Alm? Is this Alm's voice actor?
Greetings, Professor. Something to report. Unexpected, isn't it?
Somebody called him Alm earlier and I didn't key onto that. That's Alm's voice actor, isn't it? Damn it. Sandsteel. Battalions. Reinforce my battalions.
Farewell.
Professor.
Tea of the Saints.
Welcome.
You have Iron Shields, Advanced Seal. I've got...
This
How
one?
many of these right now? I think I've got a pretty good chunk of Advanced Seals. But I should do it. Yeah, I'm also going to buy those keys.
This one? Thank you. This one? This one? Thank you. Please come again.
Who can support right now? Kublis, Didui, and Felix. Just needs more time. Let's do Didui and Annette. Or rather, I'll do supports later, once I wrap up everything else.
Welcome.
Yeah, so how many advanced seals do I
come
currently
again.
have? Inventory. I have 5 of them kicking around. That should be more than enough. Unless I want to start doing double advanced classes, but I can worry about that when it gets there. Also, Sedith came with another intermediate seal. Sedith, you give me that seal. You're not going to use it. Iron bow. I had a rusted bow in here somewhere that turned into a silver. I should go and forge that up.
Hey there.
Rusted. So rusted axe. Yes, a silver bow.
Is this it? There you go.
Shamir might need a replacement soon. Although I could also potentially just forge her. Oh, that iron bow is pretty weak. This is a really good chance to turn it into an iron bow plus. Because turning it into a steel bow almost doubles its weight. While only giving it 2 more might. Whereas if I turn it into an iron bow plus, I get more might, and less weight. So even better doubling.
Is this it? There you go. Come back anytime.
I'll have to come back here again and do some more thinking on this.
You know, Professor, I'm glad that I came to the Officers Academy. I've learned so much. Honestly, I'm surprised at how much I've grown. So, I will not let the Academy be destroyed. It's important to me, and I will protect it. I feel braver just
same with
hearing
you,
you
man.
say that, Professor.
I mean, sure, let's do
We're
it.
gonna win this, Professor.
Let's hold the line on the Holy Land. That may or may not be evil, I'm not sure. They've definitely been manipulative.
Someone...
Makes me wonder if each house campaign has an inevitable clash with one of the other houses. Probably.
What the...
Have you ever gotten any rare rusted weapons yet? I don't think so, no.
Well, I'll be.
Ooh.
Hello there. Return soon, please.
Carrots and cabbage. Not many. I don't think I've found a single lost item anymore. This is all just regular pickups.
Welcome. You have a good eye. A pleasure doing. You have a good eye. 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 A pleasure doing. Come again.
Hello there. This one, yes?
Give me all of your baits, because we have a
think this
bunch
one,
of
yes?
fishing to do
I
here.
think this one, yes? This one, yes? This one, yes? This one, yes?
I don't know if I'm
yes?
gonna be able to maintain access to the
think-
fishing hole after this.
This one, yes?
It might just change. Do not tell me, by the way. Do not tell me.
This
That's
one,
not
yes?
asking for help.
I thank you. Return soon, please.
Pardon me.
Hi, kitties. I am a B+ professor, so I might be getting there. Oh, hi, Ferdy.
Half of the Empire's 6 great noble families have declared their support for Edelgard. Of the other 3, Lord Vestra was assassinated. Hubert, his son, will succeed him.
What?
Bernadetta's father, Count Varley, is under house arrest. His wife is now supporting Edelgard. And my father, he was stripped of his role as Prime Minister. As a result, House Eyre has lost all of its power, all of its lands. We have lost everything.
That's probably good for you, but...
What do I do?
Yeah, I'm glad that I don't have to try to solve that for you, man. That's rough, but you probably were riding that a little bit too much anyway, so it'll be good for your self-growth, if you can make it through it, okay. I'm just gonna leave, because I'm gonna talk myself into a hole, and you're not of my house anyway, so I don't really care whether you live or die. I'm sorry.
Pardon me.
Guess I did see that, that Empire, noble talking to the Flame Emperor a while ago. I had some suspicions that the Empire was gonna do some bad stuff. I didn't think it would just be straight up Edelgard. Ferdinand, his whole identity is gone. My stuff! Why, I am not a person without my stuff!
The most important nobles in the Empire are known for taking power from the previous emperor, my father included. I didn't think it possible that the Imperial Princess could ascend the throne so easily. However, it seems that both my father and Caspar's are supporting Edelgard. Having both the Minister of Domestic Affairs and Minister of Military Affairs on your side gives you total control over the Empire's military and finances.
Oh, okay, so she got the big names on board.
I must have been making preparations for quite some time without anyone noticing.
I suppose at this point I could also just straight up ask people if they want to join my side, even if I have no intention of using them, because I don't know what's gonna happen at the end of the month.
I hear the Alliance's territory will be in danger if we don't get rid of these Empire guys. If the Alliance is in danger, that means my sister's in danger too. There's no way I'm gonna allow that. It doesn't matter how many guys they throw at us. I'll beat them all. These muscles aren't just for show.
Attaboy, Raph.
But first, I gotta get some food.
Attaboy, Ref. Never change.
That.
Okay, so I can do the staff cooking stuff a little bit later. Don't have to do that right now. Some more checks for items. Sweep through the courtyard and then go do some talking to people. There was also a silver lance in the tournament today, and I do believe that I have people that could put up a good lance fight, because I have Leone and I have Dimitri, and both of them knows how to use lances, and they're both really, really good.
Pardon me.
Oh, whoops, I got to the south of the courtyard. Anything? 19th level year yields something. I didn't actually read that. That was my bad. Gilbert, God, what is going on?
There are always small power struggles. Still, it has been hundreds of years since all of Fodlan was consumed by war. I didn't actually think it would come to this. I feel as though I'm not in my rightful place. I cannot protect the things I should, Professor. If I survive this war, I wish to return to my homeland, to the land of my king.
The Holy Land? Where are you from? You must be from the Holy Land, because you're Annette's dad, and Annette's from the Holy Land of Fargus. Yours?
No.
Shamir, please save us. Oh God, I trust you and your cold, collected composition.
We're falling behind. I don't know that we can keep up with the new Emperor. To think that she was able to raise an army of that size right under our noses. However hard we fight, I give us a 50% chance of winning.
Oh, it's not the steely confidence I wanted. She's actually got a sad look. Oh my God, Shamir is expressing emotion. This is serious.
The enemy has too many advantages. We must make careful preparations. It's not.
I passed out last night before the Flame Emperor reveal, so I watched the video, and geez, Dimitri went from a 10 to a 20 real fast. Yeah, that's another thing. At the beginning of that, he was already at a 10, and then he just kept going. He's a very, very scary person, and I have to say I'm happy that he's on my side, but I'm not totally sure that's gonna keep me safe from him.
Professor?
It's my job to protect Lady Rhea.
You're not gonna do it, kid. Just, oh my God, give up and walk into the woods or something.
I've gotta do it, and I gotta do it as best I can. And if that means I gotta die for her, then I will. How could Edelgard treat Lady Rhea like she's the bad guy? She's never been anything but nice to everybody.
She's very suspicious and holds a lot of secrets, okay? And also she's the center of a church that has been chopping up Edelgard's land for centuries. Is it really that hard to understand this, Cyril?
I just don't get it at all.
This is why you're still in rags. You just do the chores instead of attending the classes. Leaving you now. Edelgard is the Flame Emperor, yes. Hello, monk.
Those who serve the church must cast aside all selfish desires and devote themselves fully to their beliefs. But is it right to wield piety as a weapon? I have never considered such things before. The church, I have always done what I thought best to save the people of Fodlan.
That's a very subjective thing. Don't feel bad about not being perfect on it. Hey, Claude, how are you doing in all this?
The Empire is moving quickly. Edelgard must have been preparing for this for a while now. If you really think about it, she must have been planning for this even before you got the Sword of the Creator.
Yeah, the Flame Emperor was around then, wasn't he?
Of course she was always a step ahead of us. We were blinded by the ball and the Battle of the Eagle and Lion and everything else.
I say we punt Cyril off the monastery. Oh God, if only I could.
Edelgard even trying to achieve? She wants to destroy the church so badly that she'll take on anyone who doesn't fall in line? I don't get it.
Her ideals are in conflict with yours. It's a hard thing to accept. Yeah, conflict. There you go.
I just can't believe she'd start a war over it. Not to mention using such nasty tactics to get her way. Could Captain Gerald's death have also been a part of her plan?
I don't believe so. That was Solon.
Don't you go and die on me, Professor. Captain Gerald would never forgive you.
And she did make a point of saying she hated Solon and wanted to not work with them. She even asked me to join in that.
Some...
Okay. This way. Wait. Okay. Really quick check. This room, no items? Good. This really is a beautiful place to live for a while. Big dining hall. Aside from all the wars and, you know, the medieval death and stuff, it's a nice place.
His Highness calls for the head of Edelgard. For me, that is cause enough to fight.
That's against the teachings of the goddess, though, my dude.
Perhaps. But it is too late to stop him now. And if Edelgard was responsible in any way for the tragedy of Duskur, that is something I cannot ignore. If that is the case, then she is my enemy.
I also don't believe she had anything to do with that, because she said she didn't, and I have no reason to doubt her. On that front, Flame Emperor, in everything he said so far, seems like a reasonable bad guy. Like, reasonable antagonist. Has different conflicts, wants to start a war over it, but it's not just evil for evil's sake. I believe her when they said those things. It was Kronia that killed Gerald, but remember that somebody showed up to stop me from stopping it, and that was Solon, and Kronia was Solon's lackey, not the Flame Emperor.
His Highness calls.
Gifts, give you another watering can.
For me.
Hey, Hilda.
You'll battle Edelgard, right? Good luck.
I won't. I'll be here.
Me? Oh, I'm going to run away. I have zero interest in dying here, thank you very much.
In fact, I'm not even going to be here. I'm going to be somewhere else, far away. Hilda, you little shit. What if I recruit you right now and just force you to stay and fight?
Never.
Hello, Red Cinder. I just started about 40 minutes ago, so I've mostly just been looking around doing the exploration for the month. You haven't missed a ton.
Yes. The Empire's aggression cannot stand. But if we are going to attack them now, we must be honest with ourselves about our chances of success. It goes without saying that I will fight the Imperial Army with everything I have for as long as I am able. But House Gloucester's territory is adjacent to Imperial lands. Let us proceed with caution.
Or we could not worry about your one house and do what's best for the country, Lorenz. How does that sound to you? You're right, I don't think that person that showed up was Solon. He looked different. I can't place his face, but I think I've seen him talking to the other two before.
Once the Imperial Army reaches the monastery, we'll have no choice but to fight.
What's going to happen to us?
Well, Ash, you're going to die, and me and Annette are going to go have a picnic on the field of flowers out behind the monastery. I'll reassure them. They're my kidlets.
I believe you. With the knights on our side, and especially with you, Professor, I know we can do this.
Not bad, Camille. The brighter green hair is, it's a little bit pale. I liked the dark green hair better. Word to the warning, there's some big story plot stuff going on right now. Any of these yours?
Hey, I've been looking for that. How'd you know?
I didn't. I've been shoving it in everybody's face. You were just next on the list. Judging from the in-game dialogue, I'm guessing the tomb fight went sideways and now Black Eagles went baddie. Goddamn right they did. You know who else went baddie? And I mean B-A-T-T-Y? Dimitri snapped and crushed a person's neck with his bare hand. It's kind of scary.
Things must be pretty crazy in Fargus about now. My father must be beside himself. I don't get it. Why did Edelgard make enemies with the nobles?
For the sake of her ideals, probably.
Ideals she believed in so much? She was willing to start a war over them? Those must be some lofty ideals, to say the least.
Leaders of countries have to do that, especially an empire, I think.
I hope this all gets sorted out quickly and safely. I'm worried about my father. Things must... Oh, that's mine. Oh, thanks, Professor. You really saved the day.
Awesome, good. Only 2 lost items left. Yeah, there's a lot of mysteries and things like piling on top of each other here. And once again, I want to point out, I don't feel like I've done this enough. I am only level 24 here. There's quite a bit of game left, probably. I'm still in part 1. But we're going to war. Hey, Doro.
Edelgard became emperor and raised an army, huh? Who knew the kid had it in her? I mean, yeah, of course, I knew she'd be emperor eventually, but the more I think about it, the more surprised I am. I wonder who's gonna win.
Us or her, you mean? We'll win.
Thinking about it makes me scared. We're up against the entire Imperial army. Still, I know someone as smart as you will figure something out.
Do what I can. Any of these belong to you?
I'm sorry.
Nope. Okay, moving on.
Professor, what actually happened last month? I can't keep up at all. Edelgard is the Emperor? And she's declared war against the Church? So now we're at war? What is going on?
That's kind of how I feel, how I've been feeling for the last 2 or 3 streams, my dude.
Any of this. What should I do?
Okay, upstairs and the church, but I'll do these talk tos first. We got, that looks like Mercenary Claude. We got, Warlock Annette, Lord Edelgard, and Bishop Lucifia? Master Seal for 2,700. Iron Axe for 540. I go through a lot of axes. I think I'm gonna buy that one. Yeah. You have a steel bow for 819, and you have 11 sword plus. Ooh, I do have need of those. But I already have 2, and I can forge one myself. I think I might just buy the steel bow, because I don't have too many of those. Okay, 4-person recon, let's go. I think it's just Noble Edelgard. Maybe it was the first level one. Anybody here? No, I thought that bishop caught my eye twice. I thought he might have been something.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen them inside the room, so I'm just gonna kind of try to rush by them, and then if the hint sends me back, I'll just be fucked. Okay, hints. Come on, where are you? I don't think I'm gonna win this one. Oh, there's you. In here. Why are you up hiding on top of the pot? You, screwing with colliders and stuff? You're a cheater, girl.
What the?
What's over here? I just went too far in the other direction. I don't think it's possible for me to find them all at this point. I have 10 seconds, and I don't even know where the hint bubble... Oh, there it is. Hint bubble, hint bubble. God, no. Find the door. I'm not gonna. They're in the cemetery. Oh! Right there! Damn it! Yeah, Mithril, people have been coming in with Master Seals for like the last 7 levels or something. I've already got 3 or 4 of them. Which makes them much cheaper to get than buying them at full price from the shop. Okay, what's up, Shamir? How you been doing? Bow improved. Got the local specialty sales, earned the gold. Awesome. Who am I gonna send off now? Dimitri, Dedu, Ash, Sylvain, Annette, Ingrid. I feel like Ingrid can always use a little bit more work. Local specialties will send you off with a... Silver Shield. That thing is pretty hefty. I don't often use it. Send off. Good. Another thing I can do here is put somebody into the... this thing. The tournament, yeah, because I have many people who are really, really good with a lance.
We'd all be really busy with assignments and getting ready for graduation. But now...
Well, consider the war to be your graduation ceremony. If you win, you graduate.
Now that things have turned out like this, I guess there's nothing to do but fight.
If I could go back to last month and throttle my carefree self. Now it turns out Edelgard is the Flame Emperor and the new Adrestian Emperor. And she's striking out against the monastery, with the full force of the Imperial army behind her.
Yep.
We gotta beat her at her own game. For our sake as well as Lady Rhea's.
Do what we can here. Can you train me a bit in swords? Because I still want to become that swords master. Thanks, Catherine.
You saw it too, didn't you? The boar's true nature.
It's terrifying, okay?
He's hidden his desire for revenge pretty well. But now it's stirred up. Well, regardless. That girl's starting an all-out war, isn't she? But an enemy is an enemy, no matter who they are. Don't let compassion for her get in your way.
Alright, so you're gonna be a terrifying, scary person as well, and I'm fine with that, I suppose.
Now, and we gotta...
Do these belong to you? Okay, no go.
I don't normally have a problem jumping into a fight, but it feels strange going up against my father.
So you're still staying on our side, okay.
We aren't especially close, but he's not an opponent I'd want to face. I'd almost rather fight a monster. I hope he's not part of the group coming to attack Garreg Mach. What's that?
I know nothing about your dad, haven't been following that story. Okay. Intermediate Lance tournament today. Recommended level is 24 or higher. Dimitri could do it, he'll be just fine. There's a silver lance as a reward. I could also potentially throw Ingrid in there, but I'd be worried about her strength right now. The real options, I believe, are going to be, yeah, Shamir would dodge a lot, but the real options are going to be Leone and Dimitri for this. Because Dimitri currently has a stat total that looks like that. He's got 31 strength and 25 defense and 21 speed. Yes, I put Dimitri on a Wyvern Rider, so he's even more terrifying. And then I've got Leone as a paladin. She's working on becoming a Great Knight. She has 23 speed, 23 strength, and 22 defense. I think if I want to win the tournament, I just got to put up Dimitri. Like, Leonie's good and Leonie's scary, but Dimitri is just kind of better in every way. He's been getting crazy blessed.
You hit me for 2, and I do 21 damage twice.
Dude, don't even bother.
Over already.
Dimitri's insane, Edelgard declares war, and where's Claude in all this? Claude's still pretty, and Claude's eating popcorn. This guy's even worse! He does 0! And what's more, this is Dimitri...
Saw that coming.
Like, just using a regular training lance. If he was using an axe... Yeah, his class gives him axe fare. I have seen this guy do 44 damage twice.
Saw it coming.
Who's next?
And he's a Wyvern Lord. If Dimitri wins, will he become the next Evil Lord? You see why I wanted to put him on a dragon? It seems kind of like weirdly fitting. Yeah, Mithril, I think it was last week I must stay focused. Not last week. I think it was yesterday I put Flame into a black magic tournament and I lost because I took too long. Like, nobody could hurt Flame, but she also didn't have the magic to hurt the mages. And so, after 4 turns in one battle, they just kick you out.
You never had a chance.
Nobody had a chance. Nobody had a chance. Just stomped this whole tournament. Silver Lance and 1,000 Gs. Very good. So that's done. There's a round limit in GBA FA2, but nobody usually sees it. Yeah, so I guess there's... It discourages you from sending in a tank that has no strength. Like, this has to be done quickly or else you're just gonna lose. Okay, what's upstairs? Ooh, a quest? Really? There's a quest here seeking intel on the Imperial Army. It gives me renown. Why? It may as well.
Really?
Excuse me. How are you, Professor? Any new changes to report? With the Imperial Army drawing near, it is most vexing that we cannot relax and converse as we once did. Thankfully, you have the divine protection of the goddess on your side. Please try to listen carefully for her voice.
I have been. She doesn't talk to me anymore. I can't hear a thing.
Please do not say such sad things. I am certain you will hear her in time. May the goddess's voice reach you.
If Sothis comes back and talk, I'll be like the happiest little girl. Oh, I just want to talk to little sleepy dragon again. Teach me to sword, please. Good. Rhea, I'll watching you.
We must protect Garreg Mach. Defiling the Holy Tomb was a sacrilege. I will not allow such a thing to happen again. The Archbishop has already given you a new responsibility. I want you to rise to that honor. I have something to ask of you.
We've been scouting the makeup, but much is still unclear. Any information you can provide would be a great help. A Knight of Saros would have that kind of information.
I have something to ask of you.
Do these belong to you?
I'm sorry.
Yes, I have many drink right now.
To think Edelgard was somehow connected to the captain's murderer. Well, perhaps it's pointless to get upset about the past. My duty now is to prepare for battle. We're depending on your strength, Professor. Crush our enemies.
I'm depending on you, buddy. You have to watch the back line while we're getting all the glory up front.
Captain, I hope you're watching. We will protect
Garreg Mach. Awesome. Also, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this for you. Because Camille, I feel like you might be able to use the oops from time to time. Dad jokes got serious. Oh. Lost items, these belong to you? Okay. But you can also teach me how to swords master, can't you? Yeah. Sedith, teach me to sword.
We must defy the Archbishop.
Teach me! Sword.
The Holy Tomb held many crest stones. This is the first time I've heard of crest stones being hidden away in such a place. But more importantly, I'm interested to know the Empire's aim. Why would their army desire crest stones? There is power there, yes. I must think on this. The crest stones lie at the heart of the events surrounding Conan Tower and the chapel as well. And of course, the crest stones somehow transform those traitors and their captives into demonic beasts.
That's another. I don't think the Empire.
Possibly be their
I don't think the Empire just is able to do that. That's got to be a super above level bad guy type of move.
The Empire's army may well plan to use crest stones to create demonic beasts.
And if she had nothing to do with Dusker, somebody also instigated that to happen, and that would be the super big bad that saved Dad's murderer, whose name I can't remember.
Right. The mastermind behind the attacks on the monastery was Edelgard? Wow. Doesn't make much sense, though, does it? There would need to be all sorts of territories and groups tangled up in this sort of mess. I'm gonna stop. I don't really have the head for this political stuff. Mostly I'm worried about my old opera company. I wonder what's happening in the capital right now. I hope they're safe.
Okay, you can also teach me in swords. So I could just do a whole bunch of sword training. Swords!
The mask doesn't... mostly.
Lost items,
No.
Book of Ghost Stories,
No.
Fruit Preserves. Okay, well that's that done up. I've now trained in swords 4 times. I'm pretty sure that, what am I at? I'm at B. To be a swords master, I have to be at A, don't I? So I have to be at B+ before I'd even be kind of okay with taking the exam. Yeah, Kronia, that's the one. Kronia was Dad's murderer.
So Edelgard, the one who calls herself the Flame Emperor, was connected to those strange beings. The Imperial Army might be using even more terrifying methods than we know. You had better be cautious, Professor. Any amount of carelessness might prove to be our undoing.
Whew, okay.
What?
You want these things? What level are people right now? If these guys are around level 20, it might be a good time to try and pull Lysithia over. But when it comes to mages, I think I've already got a bunch covered. Like, Kublis can use magic. Felix is a mage. Sylvain can use magic. And Annette is a mage. Dorothy is a mage, but I've dropped her. Marianne's a healer, but I've dropped her. Blaine is a healer that I'm using. Hanneman and Manuela are my backups right now for a healer and mage, even though I don't need more mages, but Hanneman is just too funny to, like, not involve somehow. So I don't know if I specifically need Lysithia for anything. Even though I kind of just want her because she's tiny and adorable and I want to squeezle her. I want to huggle and squeezle her. I believe that she's awesome, but I just straight up don't have space for her right now. Annette is awesome and Felix is awesome, and then I have a bunch of other like support magic on top of that. It's just, I don't have space. I'll appreciate Lysithea when I use her myself later. In another playthrough. Let me out the door. Let me out the door. Let me out the door. Door, 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 door. 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 Good, door.
Well.
Now it's the downside to recruiting people just to have. Is there a limit on the amount of people you can have or something? No, there's not. It's just, I'm thinking, like, well, A, I don't want to have more people to try to balance, and then that's people that I will have some drive to want to use in paralog battles and stuff. And also, if the worst comes to pass and a ton of people die, and the game still allows me to recruit people later, like, by not putting her in my party, she will continue to gain levels. So that's almost more valuable to just let her keep growing outside my team, because if she joins my team, then she doesn't get experience anymore.
Hey, Professor, did I ever tell you what happened with that thief?
There was a thief? I don't remember anything.
You know, the book thief we encountered in town.
Oh, right. Sorry, I kind of just put everything about you out of my mind once I put you on the bench.
I went after him, and I did manage to catch up, but...
He escaped? You failed?
Oh, no. I captured him easily. I'm pretty quick on my feet, you know. But I decided not to make him pay for the book. My pockets were pretty empty after that incident, if you want to know the truth. Well, what happened was, when I caught him, I asked him why he stole the book. He said he thought it would fetch a good price, and that he really needed the money. He had a sick kid and couldn't pay for medicine.
Oh, okay. Okay. You didn't look old enough to have children. Sounds like a lie to me. You didn't look old enough to have kids.
No, maybe you're right. But if he really did have a sick child, that would be a matter of life and death. A little money is nothing compared to that. I'd rather believe a lie than risk someone's life if I'm wrong.
Okay. I can't hate that.
And to be completely honest, there was a time when I wasn't so different from him.
You were a thief, eh?
It was a long time ago, and I've put all that behind me now. But yes, I was.
That explains why he has lock touch. And was set up to be an archer, not a thief.
My parents died of illness, so I had to provide for my little brother and sister. I did my best to earn money for them legitimately, but I wasn't able to bring home enough. So I turned to thieving. From people on the streets, from shops, even from soldiers. I knew it was wrong, but seeing my brother and sister's smiling faces made me too happy to stop.
It was definitely wrong. You fucked up, Ash.
I really regret that part of my life. I was stupid. But shortly after I turned 9, I crept into a local noble's mansion, aiming to steal whatever I could get my hands on. The noble had all sorts of valuables, but what really caught my eye was a book with a fancy cover. That book was Lug and the Maiden of Wind. The knight in the illustrations was so impressive I just couldn't tear my eyes away.
And that's why he likes knight books, eh? You stole it because you like the... Alright, go on, go on.
You probably see where this is going. Moments after I grabbed the book, I was caught in the act by the noble. And that noble was none other than Lenato. But Lenato was incredibly kind. Without asking any questions, he gave me the book. And money, too. When I told him I couldn't read, he invited me into his mansion, along with my brother and sister. He taught me how to read, personally.
That's too nice a guy. What? So what? So that must have been the same deal. Somebody was whipping up that Western church that Lenato was associated with. Because that happened in the really early game, and this is too nice a guy to just start a war over nothing.
So, with the thief I caught in town, I was trying to do the same thing. To be like Lenato. I want to make up for the bad things I've done. To leave this world better than I found it. That's why, even if it wasn't easy on my pockets, I'm proud to say I helped him.
Isn't that a little self-indulgent? Just a little bit of a...
I know what you're trying to say. My contribution probably won't change much. And it's not like I have the money to help everyone who's suffering from poverty. Even so, I can't bear to stand by and do nothing. What else could I have done, Professor?
Remember, Leonardo said the church took his son. That's true, yeah.
Professor!
No.
I think it was Catherine what did the killing, actually. Because that was that mission, where Catherine was running along with us. Hi, Dimitri. That blue cape makes it really easy to see you from across the way and just stay as far the hell away as possible. When I get into a rhythm while cleaning, I always end up singing a song that I make up on the spot. It's so embarrassing when someone hears me. What should I do? You'd only be embarrassed if the song is bad. Just stop. I bet people really enjoy your song. Yeah! You enjoy it. Come on, just let it run. Let it run, little Annette. Meat and vegetables are both delicious. Some people complain about not liking one or the other. I just don't understand how anyone can snub a good meal. It's their loss, more food for you. Phooey. What can I do to ensure that an independently minded young woman does not fall into harm's way? Keep her away from those with ill intentions. Never let her out of your sight. Keep an eye on her from a distance. I'd say this one. No. All of those would have been good pieces of advice. I just don't know which one he wants to hear. Or which one would be the best one for him to hear. Because that was easy to tell what he wanted to know. But it's like, is that really the best way to go about it?
I guess we have no choice but to fight, have we? Oh, but why would Edelgard do something like this? I'm sure we'll be all right, though, Professor. The goddess will keep us safe.
There are no lost items anymore. They really just don't expect you to do this again.
Professor, war is breaking out again, is it not?
Again? This is where it comes. Are you actually a super old person?
There was a truly terrible war once upon a time. I never wanted another war. All we can do is steel ourselves for the fight ahead.
I really started respecting him, i.e. Sedith, after getting his supports with other people, but he's definitely a bit overbearing when it comes to Flame. Yeah, like I've already said, even though I don't have other supports with him just yet, I did have the one with Kublis, and I get where he's coming from, and he's stern, and he's, like, calculating's the wrong word, but he's very comprehensive. It's like, I absolutely know, understand, get, and respect that type of person. I really identify with and like that type of a character. But he is Flame's dad, not just a brother. So yeah, that makes sense why he's super, like, protective of her. And also, she's got crazy special blood that might change the world. For reasons that I still don't know.
Can we really defeat someone who is willing to turn their back on the world just to uphold their own beliefs? I've spent my whole life running in fear, and now
We can't win if you run. We need you, and you specifically. The whole weight of this army's on your shoulders, Marianne. No pressure.
Surely we can win if we rely on each other. Right, Professor? What's...
Neither of those belong to you. What's up, my dude? Okay, you're just muttering about death. Gotcha. I'm gonna come over here for a hot second.
Need something?
1300. Authority +2 will be super good, I think, because I like people getting authority, and all of the other ones are just divine pulse skills, which I'm not needing right now. So we're gonna go after that authority +2, yeah.
This one?
You're all set.
Ooh, gold
See
statue
you again
now.
soon.
Sadeth is a good person, but in a position of power which makes people instantly knee-jerk think he's evil. I didn't think he was evil right up front. I just thought he was a little bit, like, suspicious of me. I wanted to know more about him, but he was very guarded. And once you get a little bit more of him, it's like, no, he's actually just a good person who's really guarded, and that's all it is. And that's cool, that's good. Not every good person, not everybody on the good guy's side needs to be, like, a lighthearted kid that wears their emotions on their sleeves. I really like it when you have people that have that level of responsibility about how they behave. How you doing? How you doing, buddy?
I'll have that girl's head. Just you wait.
Okay, cool. So, you just gonna do you maybe want this sword? No, that'd be a bad idea. You're specifically talking about wanting somebody's head. Here, have a daffodil.
Thank you.
Maybe breathe.
Lost item. Lost item.
Pardon me.
Anything else out here besides the kitties? That looks like a negatorio. Okay, well, there is this... Well, there's one more person up here, and then there's choir practice, and then there's that quest.
Hello? How dare they threaten the goddess? Such a vile act cannot be forgiven. There is no need to worry, I promise you that. Divine punishment will surely fall upon
Or maybe it'll
them.
fall on us, I don't know.
In the days of yore, the goddess would grow angry with such insolent fools and roast them in ALL.
ALL? What is that? Okay, choir practice. Who's gonna get a boost out of this? Everybody's gonna get a boost, except for Felix, Leonie, and Shamir, because they all hate singing. Who could use the boost? Annette can, because you're up front here, so we'll drop in you. And then who else is using my holy magic? Sylvain could use it. Sylvain's already maxed out with a net. Felix could use it, he's just gonna hate it. But he is one of my mages, and he has access to holy magic, so I think I'm just gonna force him to do it. Regardless. Annette and Felix.
Singing is so much fun.
Not sure I should sing with everyone.
Significantly stronger, faith experience, significant amount of authority experience, bam bam, professor level. Not a level, but professor points. Fire practice is ended, okay. Hop down to here, pick up this quest item.
What?
By which I mean the information, Knight of Ceres.
I cannot believe our negligence allowed the Empire to invade. Edelgard probably gathered her soldiers in Garreg Mach, intending to do this from the start. Soldiers disguised as merchants and pilgrims to avoid suspicion, infiltrating the entire area little by little. They couldn't be better prepared. We'll have a tough time winning this one, I'm afraid.
Woo, okay. Intel, good. Back up to the second floor. Let's turn this in over to Sedith, because we've run errands for him. What's up, bud?
Well done. You have my thanks.
It's true that a lot more people have been coming and going as of late. Perhaps we could secure new information if we captured someone from the Imperial Army. This is quite helpful. Good. So I got 2 points left. I think I've already received training from everybody who can train me in swords. I've done the choir festival. And maybe I'm not gonna have another chance, so I should go spend up all my fishing points, honestly. Like, if I look at the calendar, next week doesn't have a fishing thing either, so I'm here now. Do some fishing with Kublis. I got a lot of baits, but first I'm gonna go hit up the intermission screen, because I have to pee. And if anybody, as usual, wants to chitter chatter, I'm in general, open call, come chat. Alright, and I'm back. Sorry, I went and got another drink, put in some eye drops, looked at something outside my window for a minute, took some general things to maintain, you know, eye health and body health and stuff, because I've been sitting in front of this computer for very extended periods of time playing one game for the past week. I've been saying this Xenoblade 2 song is a town song. Sounds more like an ending credits theme to me. Might just be the 8-bit remix. It is absolutely a town song, yes. Can somebody go and Google Torgoth Night, the Torgoth Night theme. Not a remix, just the original one, and then drop that one in the chat there so the Magical Gamer can hear the original. I would do it, but, you know, fishing is important, and it's got all of my attention right now, and for a practical reason, I have to hit the buttons as fast as I can so we can get out of here as quick as we can, because I have a lot of fishing that needs doing. I didn't even look at that one, just lucked into catching a red fish. Thank you, Mithril. Appreciate. Fishing with Kublis. You know, fishing might be a more popular sport if it was actually this active, but most of the time, fishing involves sitting perfectly still for 30 to 300 minutes at a time. At least 2 hours of my time with this game has been fishing. There's a lot of fishing. It gives you a lot of professor levels. Hey, Negative Pro, what's up? Picked up BlazBlue Cross Tag on Switch this morning. Cool! BlazBlue's a fighting franchise, right? Arc System Works, I believe. Yes! Got it. Yes! I had friends who beat the game in like 40 hours, but they finished at Professor level B or something because they just stopped doing Explore stuff. Oh, well that's a sad. The Explore stuff like gives you so much world building and fleshing out of things. And even if you skip the fishing only ever gives you maybe like a fifth of a Professor level.
Totally. Also, hello.
Hello, welcome.
Hopefully my mic is actually doing decent things today.
I hope so too. My desktop audio is actually not being muted this time, so people should be able to hear you. And hello, Mr. King. How you doing in the chat there?
But yeah, I had friends who messaged me saying, hey, I just beat Black Eagles after like, 30 or 40 hours. It was like Monday. And then it came out Friday. And I'm like, shut up, don't spoil it.
It's like, did you really though? You pushed through the main story. Did you get any of the supports or any of the extra stuff? Or did you just play it on normal?
What he said was that he only got like... So this boggles my mind. He said, yeah, I only worried about the professors, about the supports with my unit because those are the only ones that matter. And I'm like, no, that's not how it works.
It's not at all how it works, no.
It's like, how do you play old Fire Emblem games where you don't have a my unit?
Finished the second half of the final Professor level in one fishing session. Maybe if you had the one where you're getting multiple points.
Yeah,
Or multiple fish per catch.
I saved up all my bait after I experienced that first time for... Yeah, I did the same thing. I saved up all my bait for a day when there was fistfuls of fish, and then it was like, okay, let's just do this all.
What's my level at right now?
You're a B plus.
I know, but I'm wondering if I can see the actual experience run of it.
I wasn't paying enough attention to...
Yeah, I'm halfway through Professor level B+. I'm not going to get the whole way with just what I've got, so fuck it. Fishing takes so much time, and it's giving me so little right now.
Yeah, if there's not a fishing event going on, then it's not really worthwhile.
Let us cook with Dedue. Make up another immortality stew.
I enjoy cooking. You seem to know what you are doing.
Hell yeah, Magical Gamer. Torgoth Night theme is pretty good, really peaceful and relaxing. There's a reason I love that. That is probably my favorite track in the game. And that's a game that has more Ardain in it.
Oh yeah. XC2. Like, definitely top 5 soundtracks.
Alright, so let's grab, let's say, Flame's already made it there, so I'm gonna take Shamir and Felix for some food, because I also think they have a support together, so that'll work. Means I have to find something that both Felix and Shamir are into. There we go, right here. Make up a beast meat teppanyaki. Tastes like the wilderness. Mmm, sliced thick slices of meat. I want.
Oh yeah, don't read descriptions of stuff like this while you're hungry.
I like seeing a table full of my favorite dishes.
So do I. I'm not talking about the food.
Spicy.
Okay, so that's all done up there, and I think that's everything that I can do for the day, aside from, like, if I wanted to just grind some more in that fishing stuff. But let's do some battalion checks, since I don't think I can hire more right now. I guess I could. I don't think I... Oh, let me start that sentence. I don't think I could hire more from the other window. Maybe I could, but I'm also here right now, so let's just think about it.
You can hire from the marketplace window.
Okay. Can you forge and stuff too? Oh, there's also support conversations. Right, I have to do these.
You can do... Oh.
Dee-dee-doo! Go chat with Annette again.
Forgive me.
It's fine. Honestly, it's pretty funny when you think about it.
I did not expect the horse to react so violently when I approached.
Look, dude, you don't know how to do riding, okay? Horses are very temperamental creatures.
No kidding. And I didn't expect the two of us to get covered in hay.
Animals have never taken to me. It must be as you said. My face is the problem. I have not honed my smile well enough. I deeply regret the trouble I've caused you.
Don't be ridiculous. And especially don't be sad. It's no trouble at all, I promise. Everyone makes mistakes. Isn't that what you've been trying to teach me?
Yes, I suppose so.
It does look like this'll take a while to clean up. But if we work together, it'll be done in no time.
I am truly sorry.
Don't apologize. When it's your turn for stable duty, I'm happy to help.
Aww.
Really?
Sure. And in return, you can help me out when I'm on kitchen duty.
Of course.
By the way, I tried out all that stuff you mentioned before, about how to not be a scatterbrain. I'm still pretty hopeless, but thanks to you, I'm making fewer mistakes. It's probably not a good idea for me to be left alone around knives and boiling water, though.
You're a mage! Come on, you should be able to just, like, levitate them and not touch them yourself.
That's why it'll be really nice knowing you have my back.
You have changed.
Huh?
You no longer fear approaching me for help. You simply ask. And now, when the need arises, I will rely on you to...
Aww. Precious. Yay. B+, I like that. Now, Nat, go talk to Felix. It's the last time he walked in on you singing.
Hello, Felix. So, it was your turn to clean out the greenhouse, right?
Yes.
Well, I went ahead and took care of it. I also cleaned up the warehouse.
Why?
I just wanted to help you out. So that... Okay, fine. I'm bribing you. So you'll forget.
Forget what?
He doesn't even... You don't have to do this, Annette.
Are you really gonna make me say it? Before, in the greenhouse, I want you to forget what you saw and heard. If you agree to forget about it, I'll take your shift in the stables. Do we have a deal?
No thanks.
No? But that's not okay! You have to forget about it right this moment.
Well, he already didn't remember. I think he's just playing you right now, Annette.
I can't. It's permanently etched in my memory. A mountain of sweets, as well as steaks and cakes. Stacks of them, apparently.
Oh, no, wait, no. Now he's just being a dick.
I'm also intrigued by those bear and
I love
swamp beastie
Felix.
songs you mentioned. Ah, and I've been meaning to ask about the move that went along with crumbs and yums. Was that fencing?
You're right. He's just trolling her.
Oh, stop it, Felix! You're a villain.
You're a villain. You're a dastardly snive of a man.
Hmm?
You think you're so funny? Keeping a straight face while mocking my singing and dancing? Well, you have to forget about it. Please. What if I make you a nice steak dinner? You like steak, don't you, Felix? It'll be yummy.
You used the wrong words, Annette. Now he's gonna troll you more.
This isn't about steak. I just...
Fine. Be stubborn. Tell the whole world for all I care. I'll just learn to live with the funny looks I'll get from everyone. They'll all say, there goes that Annette, the girl with the funny ideas about food. You're just the evilest of villains, Felix. I'll hate you forever and ever.
This is the smartest person, quote unquote, on my team.
I was just trying to be nice. Funny ideas about
I
food.
love them
Even
both.
the bullies in her head are ridiculous. I really don't understand that girl.
Alright, well that's just kind of spinning around doing nothing, but it's funny. Petra! Petra and Shamir! Oh, hell yeah.
Shamir, you are training away from the ground of training.
Ah, Petra. Well, it looks like it might rain.
I have understanding. Rain training can cause unhealthiness. Can I give you a question now?
Sure.
You come from Dagda, I think. Why are you working at the monastery?
Never heard
You
of
can
Dagda.
tell I'm from Dagda? Oh, I suppose Bridget is our neighbor. As for why I work here,
Someone
that's
didn't read
simple.
every book in the library.
I work to
I did! I just started skimming it because, wow, that was a lot of dents.
Rhea took me in when I had nowhere else to go. I'm here to repay my debt. I don't plan to return to Dagda anytime soon.
But Fodlan is an enemy for you, right? Are you feeling okay about that?
The only ones I've fought in person are the Imperial Army. I carry no ill will toward anyone else.
I have gratitude for your answering. You have given me understanding.
How about you? Do you hate them? The Empire is your father's enemy, no?
Aren't they allies?
And it's Dagda's fault that Bridget got pulled into the war at all. So, do you hate Dagda? Or do you see that as none of your concern?
The fault is not of Dagda. My father made his own choice to be joining the war. I cannot say I have no hatred for the Empire, but I do not have any for Edelgard.
Are you sure? Because now she's gone and declared war on everybody.
When I came here, she was always helping me.
Makes sense. You can hate a country without hating its people.
You speak with such honesty. It is very amazing.
I'm not that special. I just don't let emotions get in my way.
I love you, Shamir. Support level C. I want to see Felix and Byrne support so much. Yes, Felix and Byrne absolutely do have a support, and I've done one of them in which she... No, wait. She was just slack-jawed when it came to Sylvain, but she was, like, terrified of Felix. Yeah, so what else? Why not? I'm here. What does my roster look like when it comes to battalions? Guess I can't see it from here. I'll have to go in here.
What do you require?
Higher. So Kublis has the Dusker Heavy Soldiers. Nobody else but Annette still has a B rank. Wait, Sedith does, but I'm not going to use him for anything, so...
The B rank things are so good. The ones that you get from doing the paralogs.
I do have some extra ones that I've got from Paralog, so I could probably just equip a few before I go hiring more.
Yeah, most of the paralog specific ones are B rank. There are a few that I think are C rank, but...
Oh my god, Keyhole, Wyvern Co, and the Sethlean Monks are A's. Wyvern
Oh, you
Riders
actually
named
have
after Saint Keyhole, personally trained by Sedith. at level 1 gives you +3 physical attack, gives you hit, gives you 10 crit, plus 10 charm, and 2 protection and resilience. And they're flying.
Yeah, once you hit B and A authority, they're so good.
I feel like if I gave Ingrid that one, she would actually be able to do some damage.
Yeah, that's like the one trade-off of flying, is that you can only use flying battalions.
Kingdom Wyvern Co. is for the recovery roar. Alright, so you can bring that one in again. Dew has a rank of C, so he could use a more advanced one than Sarah's archers right now. Kingdom Wyvern Co. is on you. C ranks. But I really don't have a lot of C's hanging around.
What do you require?
Kingdom Snipers, Kingdom Magic Users, Kingdom Lance Co. Physical attack, protection, avoidance. Protection, resilience, magic attack. Yeah, I may as well give him, like, a good set of archers.
Do you want to hire this battalion?
We're here to...
I dismiss any of them that I have right now that aren't doing anything. Any of the low guys. Yeah, we'll sell off your D rank. Sell off your D rank. Sacred Monks. Ooh, he's coming in with his own Saros Pegasus Co. That only need a D rank, so I can take sets off of him.
Farewell. What do you... Farewell.
Inventory, battalions. Unequip. Just make sure my main crew all has something on them. Wyvern Co., Saros Pegasus. Yeah, I think Ingrid's got a C. She's actually got a C+. She's close to being able to get a B. For the time being, just so you've got something, I'll give you the Kingdom Youths. No, wait, those have such terrible stats. I need to give you something that's going to give you big attack power. The Pegasus Co. gives you protection, resilience, and physical attack, so you take them on. And I think that's all I really need right now. Everybody else has already got something.
Well, I'll be.
What about Forgins?
Professor. Hey there.
Now that you're B+, you should have a decent number of forges available.
Okay, so I can repair the holy weapons. It just takes umbral steel and costs a lot of cash.
Yes.
Are any of my iron weapons on the verge of breaking, and I can just, like, use a quick boost? Or a quick, what's the word? Reforge it into a plus, which will also repair it.
Yes.
I've got some things, but nothing that's, like, on the verge of breaking. And that's the stuff I'd really want to do that for. By which I mean, like, I could afford to wait another battle or two before I do it. That iron sword, yes, let's do that. Well, here, not repair, go to the forge. Convoy, there's an iron sword down here somewhere that's pretty close to busting. You. I don't have a killing edge yet, so just for the fuck of it, yeah, let's make a killing edge.
There you go.
Yeah, you can buy the stuff you need from...
That iron axe just needs to be repaired. And at that point, it might just be cheaper to, like, forge a rusted axe up than to repair an iron axe. Iron axe, although I could make it an iron axe plus, even though it's destroyed? Huh. steel axes do I have? I have one. I have some on my units. I know that. Dedu's got a steel axe. Sorry, Dedu's got a steel axe.
I've like never used steel weapons in this game. Like,
Leonie's got a steel.
Not never, but they're so heavy.
They are. They really, really are. Still, for some people, it's worth it. Like Dedu, who isn't going to be doubling anybody anyways, may as well give him a hefty hit.
Yeah.
And I think I have plenty of iron axes already. Although, yeah, I'll make an iron axe plus out of it.
There you go.
You've been doing a lot with axes this run.
The classes that I want need axes. I want armor knights, I want great knights, I want wyvern riders. Those are all axe classes.
Fair enough. I've been using like mostly lances, like cavaliers and whatnot.
Training, rusted, training bow. All right, I think that's all I need for forging right now.
Come back anytime.
What about you, armorer? Do you want to just sell me anything new and super big? Silver gauntlets I've already determined probably aren't worth it. I already have some silver bows. I've got hammers. I think I have 2 hand axes that I'm waiting to take a few more shots before I repair them. Having one short axe might not be a bad idea.
Many thanks.
Horse Slayer, I've got one of those. I'll take another couple javelins, since ranged lances are good and I don't currently have access to those. And I think that's all that I need.
Come back soon.
All right, let's move on. Ah.
Careful.
All right, guys, it looks like this might be our last class together. Begin the lesson plan. Dimitri's on axes and flying. You're still doing just fine there. Want to make sure that you're building towards becoming this awesome wyvern lord. Your lances are fine. You need more axes and flying to get there by quite a bit. You need to be an A rank, and you're only C+ in these right now. Dee-Dee-Doo is on axes and fisties, and he's just fine with that. Although, let's give him brawling and heavy armor. I want to get his heavy armor up to S if I can. Even if I don't want to, if I don't want his final class to be a heavy armor class, I want to know what skills he gets from it. Felix is focusing on reason, but he's really close. I think if I was to have him take the test, actually still only got a 68% chance. He could do quite a bit better before I get that dark seal. Ash is fine, I don't care. Sylvain is working on his magics. I'd rather him just focus on faith for a while, really. His black magic is okay. He has Bolganone and fire. But maybe he'll learn something cool as a white magic spell. And that's focusing on reason, but you've already become a warlock, so you don't have to explicitly be there anymore. Now, let's put you back on lances and riding so that you can eventually become that Dark Knight. Ingrid has made her way to Paladin, so you don't need to be on horses anymore. You've got the swords and the flying to become a Falcon Knight already. She has a 68% chance of taking that class right now. She's just not high enough level for it, so put your focus into lances and yeah, which is fine for versatility. Be this. Lances and flying. Bernie's fine, Dorothea's fine, Petra working on lances and flying, you're good. Leonie doesn't need the riding to become a paladin anymore since she's made it, so for Great Knight you need axes, heavy armor, and riding. Get your focus back into heavy armor now.
B+A and B+. Hardest class to hit.
Your riding's good, so let's put your focus into, honestly, just heavy armor at this point. Because she's not getting that from being in battle. She is getting axe experience and she is getting riding. Although, here, if I do this, I'll get more points towards it. I can get up my axes first. Then I can focus on heavy armor if I need to. Setteth on Lance and Authority. Sure, that's fine. Lane's on Reason now. She's already made Bishop, so just, yeah, do this. No, wait, yeah. Yeah, because she set up, I think, to be my Gremory, so you need to do quite a bit of Reason training to fill that gap. Hanny's fine with the bows. Manuela's working on Holy Knightedness. Catherine's working on Heavy Armor Knightedness, and Shamir's working on her riding. Okay, goals. Yes, sorry, not goals. Group tasks. You guys have both become a paladin, so I don't need you on stable duty anymore. Heavy Armor could work with Leone and Dee-Dee-Doo. Skywatch. Yeah, let's do that. Leone and Dee-Dee-Doo. Okay, so who needs the support right now? Let's drop some time into Leone here. You have a bunch of heavy armor that you need to catch up on. Good!
No problem.
You know how to put on the suit.
Nothing to get excited.
2 perfects! Oh, yes, that's good experience. 3 perfects! Leone, please!
No problem.
Oh, that's awesome.
She got
just the most perfect training regimen.
4 perfects in a row! She really does want to be a heavy armor knight. I believe she does now.
It's gonna be a long road, but she can make it. Probably.
Give Ingrid some lance work. Yeah, if I can get her up to A, whatever skill she gets at A, hopefully will make her quite a bit tougher. Oh, or Authority. Yeah, because if I can give her a B ranking, then she'll have access to a much better set of battalions, which can then give her points.
I appreciate your guidance.
B rank battalion is a very big benchmark to hit.
Petra's fine. Could give Dimitri some more authority to get him up to B rank, but he doesn't exactly need it right now.
Yeah, C rank's fine for him.
Let's put Felix through the ringer, getting some more reason work here.
Quite intriguing.
If I can get him close enough to be able to pass the exam, like, that'll be a huge plus. Right now, with that extra push, he's still only at 68%. Happy Civic Holiday Day! Yay! Woo! Canada, Civic Holiday! It doesn't mean anything, but we have the day off, so woo.
Lucky.
Yeah, I'll just throw some training into Annette in that riding and lance work. She's mostly using axes. She is an axe user, but I have to give her some lances to be able to get on a horse. Unfortunately.
Yes, that's it. I'll get the next one too.
2 more. Mir, Manuela. Give it to my frontline fighters primarily. Sylvain, you're making it into everyone, so let's give you a bit of faith work here.
Wow, I seem to be on a roll. Hey.
1 point away. Terrible person. One more. Bernie, Petra, Dee-Dee-Doo, Dimitri, or Shamir. No, Petra, Dee-Dee-Doo, Dimitri, or Shamir. I'd almost like to give Shamir some authority. that she can just use a better better battalion, much like everybody else.
I hit the point where it's like, let's just get everyone better authority.
I'm at that point right now too. I just I also want to continue like giving them skills into things for their eventual master classes.
Oh yeah.
So Shamir now has dexterity +4, you know, the thing that she needed because she was having problems hitting people.
Totally.
Affects hit rate and crit rates. It will give her more crit rate though, which is good. And I think that's everything. Begin the lecture.
I have to ask.
What's up, Catherine? One of your students keeps challenging me to fight him, but he has no idea how to wield a sword. It's a waste of time for both of us. What am I supposed to do? That's the price of fame. You gotta put up with it. I feel like she's not gonna like that. Use the fight as an opportunity to teach him.
I think I get it.
I'm so sick of it. They won't hold still so I can attack them. They just keep running at me. I need to get better at riding so I can put some space between me and them. Ugh, that means I'll have to get better with lances too. All right, sure, go for it. Go for it, Bernie.
You know, actually seeing these in-class conversations, like mentions for Bernadetta, actually makes me warm up to her a bit more.
It's Shamir's birthday. Didn't I already accidentally take her out to a tea party once? I don't care, I'm doing it again. Hi, Shamir. How you doing? Ooh, chamomile.
You called, so I came. My favorite tea. Even the smell calms me.
Yay!
Thank you.
I picked her favorite. Completely by chance, but I did it.
Okay, so Shamir likes
Very
chamomile. Good to know for the future.
Oh?
Strange fish, Fodlan's future, capable comrades. I don't know, does she like fishing? Capable? Yeah. You're about combat and merkness. That merc life.
Oh?
Equipment upkeep, relaxing at the sauna food in the dining hall.
Sure. Yeah.
Books you've read, hopes for your future, tell me about yourself. This is the tricksy one. I don't think she likes talking about herself. I don't know if she has hopes for the future. She's a merc, so books? Down. Well,
The Sword of the Creator. It's an interesting
I
relic.
got 2.
Nice.
Oh, okay. I might be able to get a 3rd. Chat, sigh, and laugh. Yeah, let's just chat. Sword of the Creator. Interesting. I did it! 3 conversations. Now we can get all up in her business. Look at that forehead.
It's quiet here. I like it.
What a sweet porcelain forehead.
Admiring my gloves? I always wear them. I never know when I'll have to handle a weapon.
Right, I remember that line, so I have talked to her before.
Oh?
Take this rose.
Thanks.
Please love me forever and ever.
That was delicious. Thank you. I'll visit again when I'm free.
Oh, I should have maxed out her motivation. I didn't think to. Fucking booey.
Free chances.
Come on then, let's get to it.
I am a little uneasy.
Don't be uneasy, dude. You know how to do this.
It went
You
well.
weeded forever with Mercedes. So Sylvain got his C. He'll get another holy spell. Petra got flying rank. And that appears to be all that happened.
I'm really getting the hang of this.
Oh, I have my wonderful physic back. Yes.
It's starting to make sense.
Oh wait, Sylvain gets physic?
Sylvain
Oh,
gets
man.
physic.
I need that. I have him as a Dark Knight right now, and I need that extra physic.
So, seminar for motivation. Battle. I can't do paralogs. All I can do is just Ox battles and or some easy-ass quests. I don't think I want to do either of those. I think I'd rather just do some, like, maybe exploration, max out the motivations again. Or maybe training. Yeah, train my students. Who can teach right now? Alois is only going to give axes and fisties, but I do have a lot of people who want axes. Gilbert teaches lances and axes, and that class actually would help a lot of people, because I have people that want to be riders of various kinds. Or I could go with Seteth and give riding and authority to a bunch of people.
Yeah, Lance Authority from Seteth isn't bad.
But those axes, though, those axe skills for
That's
Dimitri and for who was it else? Dimitri, Petra, and Leonie can all use that. But the authority, I think anybody can use authority, and that makes it really good to have. So let's change a few focuses around. Go train with Seteth. I guess... Yeah, the axe users are not having much problem with axes. They're all pretty good at hitting things. Pretty speedy, so I will gain those naturally by being in that class. It's the people who are training in lances that don't have an opportunity to use them that I'm worried about.
Yeah. Focus classroom training on the stuff that you can't use in the battlefield.
So, I don't
really
want
wanna master.
Tubeless necessary to come to this one. But I don't think there's a way to avoid it, since it's an authority one, and that's my MC, so she's gonna show up to basically everything. Annette needs lances. Swap Bernie's skills, because I don't actually want her taking up a space right now. I do want... Shamir already knows how to use lances pretty good. Manuela's in there for lances. Leonie doesn't need lances. She's got a B already. Well, I mean, she might need them eventually. Great Knight. Oh, actually, Great Knight does not need lances at all, so you're fine. I think Wyvern Lord needs lances at C, so we can... Wait, goals. Yeah, let's try to also put some focus on the people who need the motivation. So both Annette and Ingrid need to be in there. They both already have a focus on lances, though, so if we go to Seminar... Yeah, they're both in there right now. As is Petra, so we need to swap Dorothea and Manuela. Give that authority training to... Ingrid needed it. Riding training to... Manuela's the one that I have set up as a Holy Knight, so that's good too.
That's Lance not writing.
So Annette and Ingrid are both absolutely, they have to show up. Who else needs riding? Holy Knight was Manuela, so that's fine. Petra needs lances. Who else needs one or the other? Dimitri could use lances. But that's the only one I can think of off the top of my head. I guess Shamir, just for wanting to have her with a better authority rank, but that goes for basically anybody. Riding and authority, okay. Drop into this seminar here, bam. Teach us how to stab, dear professor.
I suppose it's working.
Ooh, Rally Charm. That is an interesting thing to get for authority. Boosts up a might power, boosts up a gambit from somebody else.
Listen up, everyone. The Imperial Army is upon us. If you can fight, pick up a weapon. Everyone else, hurry up and evacuate. We have the goddess's protection on our side. we have nothing to fear. Victory will be ours.
All right, Alois, confidence is good, but don't say nothing to fear. That's gonna set some bad expectations.
Professor, are you ready?
Almost.
Well, hurry up. I don't need to tell you that the situation is dire. We have some support troops from the local nobles, but the army we're facing is immense. No matter how you look at it, we're at a disadvantage. To make matters worse, the enemy is being led by Edelgard. Do not underestimate how extraordinary her abilities are.
Oh, stop making me want to play her.
They're here. At long last.
All right, Dimitri, you're starting at a 9. Just be careful with that. You know the doctor said to keep your blood pressure low.
It seems this will be a battle to remember.
Oh, Dimitri.
About time.
I'll never give up, no matter how outnumbered we are. I'll fight to the very end.
I should have made a move on the Imperial Princess before things got this far. It could have changed everything.
Oh, Sylvain, this is all your fault. How dare you not do your thing months ago?
All we can do is fight as best we can. Though, if I'm being honest, I'm really scared right now.
We can't just hand over the kingdom and the monastery. We'll stop her, no matter what it takes.
Your Highness, you do not seem
I don't think he is well.
Unwell?
Define well.
What's gotten into you? Nothing could be farther from the truth. I'm so happy I can hardly contain myself.
Because that's a face that goes with the word happy, all right?
My father, my stepmother, my dear friends. They want her head. They want her life. They've whispered as much to me.
He's hearing voices.
And the chance to answer their pleas has arrived at long last.
Hear all the voices, Dimitri. Hear them all. Kill them all.
Don't lose control out there. We're in this together. Don't act rashly.
Of course. But don't mistake my intentions. Edelgard will die by my hand, and mine alone. Let's move, Professor. Even if it costs me my life, I won't rest until I've crushed her skull in my bare hands.
Oh, he wants to do it again. Oh, tone it down. Tone it down a lot of notches. You're supposed to be on the good guy side. That's not good guy words.